Alright, I think I'm doing this properly. So, this is my first attempt doing streaming and showing my Planet Zoo franchise mode zoo. Well, technically not my first. I've already done one, and I did some in sandbox mode, but I'm trying to do one where I build the entrance and everything on my own for the most part, attempting to try hard to do a good job. And it's going well enough that I thought maybe I would share what I'm up to. So you can probably see that I have quite a bit of money down here because I already started a zoo way out there. I'll go over and show you real quick, I guess. I started this zoo and basically earned all of this money off of pigs and skunks, which is funny, and Przewalski's horse. And I was just kind of hanging out and all the money accumulated, so I thought rather than start over from scratch again, I would just take all this money I've earned and build a new zoo. So that's what I'm doing over there, and eventually I'll just delete all this. So I have my pigs. I have back here some old breeding pens for an event. I was breeding tundra animals to try and get some conservation points and some prizes. So, yep. Oh, we can see I haven't tended to it for a little bit. Normally I pause it when I'm working. So, anyways, this is that zoo. I guess I'll show you around. Even though to me I'm like, this is a write-up, I don't care about it anymore. This is the Khalid Pickery, however you say it. And I've made like a viewing area for them. And here they are. And I was pretty happy with these builds. I think they're coming along compared to when I was just using the prefabs that they have. This is my skunk house. I figured out finally how to connect the cameras you put in the critter pens to a video board to show what they're doing inside their nests and stuff. So right now I've got an albino and I have, I guess it's a black one. I thought I had a brown one, which they look more caramel colored to me. I love those ones. And then over here I made this big elaborate horse stable, but eventually I had to add in this restaurant because the guests were complaining they were hungry. It kind of cluttered things up, and that's kind of one of my problems when I play, is I feel like it gets too cluttery too fast, so I'm trying better to manage the layout in the new version. But this is for the Przewalski's horse, and I love horses, and this might be the only horse we ever get in Planet Zoo. Unless they perhaps one day release a pack for like a petting zoo or something. That would be really cool. Then maybe we could get some different types of horses for that. And then over here I had built a fox pen, and then not long after that they did a community challenge for breeding tundra animals, so I went all out on the foxes for a while. So anyways, I'll go back to my other zoo, which is way over here. I decided I liked this area more, and it never occurred to me until recently that I could probably just move around the map and pick an area that I liked the looks of more to build my own zoo entrance, which you can kind of see I'm starting here. I'm not completely done. I need to figure out what I want them coming out of. I was thinking I might make it look like they're coming out from a mountain or a hill, like an underpass or something, and then they go towards the zoo entrance, which I'm still working on. So I'll just show you that. I think I just switched. No, don't know why it's going slow suddenly. There we go. So this is what I've started for my new white oak sanctuary. I was thinking of it more like a sanctuary than like a big, city zoo. So something a little smaller and modest. And I've kind of been like keeping to the theme of northern animals so far for the most part. Like animals you would find in Canada, because that's where I'm from originally. So you come up and there's the ticket booths, but I don't think the guests actually really go to it. So I don't know if that's a flaw or what, but I think I've seen other people kind of do this idea, but maybe they put the ticket booths, like the actual ticket, what would you call that, machine things where you pass through there, like further in, but that wouldn't make sense because you would get your tickets, then you would go through this. So I like the looks of it anyway. So I'm kind of doing this conservation idea, and I've got these sunflowers. I'm trying to kind of make it look natural with the wildflowers and things like that. So that's my idea. And then they would come through here, and this is just where you can pick up gifts, souvenirs type things. And then the bathrooms on either side. So I built these buildings trying to make a lot of original stuff and try really hard rather than use the prefab things they have in the game. Although I have in some cases so far for the staff facilities, just because I haven't really felt like building them custom buildings just yet. So I kind of plopped some down in the meantime, but I'll probably come back to it. So I made a little vending machine cover, and over here I've got a big pond, which now that they have released the Eurasian pack, I definitely think I'll be putting some swans in there somehow. Curious to see how easy it is to contain them, because I'd really love to make, no visible border and just make it look like they're just wild swans that just happen to land there. That would be so cool. And then here I put the Arctic wolf, and it's the first time I've actually put some of these guys in the zoo, so they're pretty cool. I've only got a pair in here right now. I'm hoping they have some cubs. I'm sure they will. Wow, these people, they waste no time vandalizing stuff. I guess I need to put in some security. I don't think I've added any security just yet because the zoo was really small and I just opened it up, and now all of these people are coming in doing their shenanigans. So I'll unpause it so you can see I've got like a waterfall kind of coming down, but I don't think I like it that much. I feel like it looks too crowded, so I think I might clear it out and kind of redo it a little bit. I might get a reference picture to go by, because that can be helpful. Though I hear little barks. Is it possible they had puppies already? I didn't hear that before. Oh my god, they did have puppies. Look at that. Let's see what stats they got. Not the best. I didn't get the best parents for stats, but they improve over time. There wasn't a lot of options on the marketplace when I picked out those. So cute. So back here I have their little den, and eventually I'll put props and things back here to make it look like the keepers are doing things. And then back here I just have some staff facilities. Eventually I'll probably make them look more fancy to blend in with the rest. So, and then over here, swans would also be cool in this area. I would like to do that too. I wish they had like ducks and like fish or frogs. Like I wish they had like some, I don't know what you might call them, like fluff animals for just like putting in almost like more scenery, like just count them as scenery somehow. That would be really awesome. Like maybe they could have like ducks that just kind of go in a loop or something, so maybe they're not needing an exhibit or anything, but they could still look really cool. And then over here I started this pretty elaborate Przewalski's horse pen, because I've got a bunch back at the other zoo, and I've managed to breed out some pretty good stat horses, which I'm proud of. This time I'm trying the guest path, which I've never done before. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about Planet Zoo to get some ideas, so I liked this idea. So they are. I'm not sure which way they're going to enter from. Come to think of it, I don't know if if one counts has the entrance and one's the exit, or they just go in whatever. I guess we'll find out. But this is a barn. It's still a work in progress. But they come through here, and I have these individual stalls. And then I put the bedding like near the front of them so that, you know, when the guests come, they'll see them up close. And I tried to kind of make it like look like a real barn, even though, I don't know, I guess people would be riding on Przewalski's horses, but I love the idea of just equestrian stuff, so I tried to kind of do a little equestrian thing here. So, and then here they've got like a water to encourage them to come in here too, and then just little buckets, like maybe they'd had feed in them or water or something, and then some veggies and stuff. And then so they would come through here, and I made these cool fences I'm pretty proud of. I think I need to sink them into the ground a bit more, but just using like the habitat building materials, so these are typically climbable, and I just turn that off. So they would come through here, and they just do a little loop around. I didn't make it go through everything because I'm not sure if the horses are going to end up being stressed from too many people coming through. So I wanted to give them space to get away. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if this will work very well or not. I'm worried that's going to get crowded and the horses are going to be stressed and try and hide, and that's going to cause me some problems. So I guess we'll see how this works out. And that's it so far. The people could come down here, and then I have it set up where there'll be a talk here. So this will be covered by a roof, and you know, the person or the little NPC doing the talk throws the food and they come over, and I think that's a cool idea to have like a little kind of theater. And I'm still trying to figure out how to do the like service paths, because I really don't like that the only option for paths for staff are these things. They just kind of don't blend in very well, but that stops the guests from passing over the areas you don't want them to. So in some areas I put like just a little thing like this just to kind of leave it, but it still bothers me a little bit. But I'll stop them from going where they're not supposed to go. So I'm not sure. I wish they would have like the option to do staff paths that were like invisible or something like that, or maybe there's some way to define it better. Maybe there's something I don't know about. So if anyone happens to see this someday and they play Planet Zoo and you know how to handle that situation, let me know. So that's what I got going on so far. It's not much, but I'm pretty happy with it. So right now I'm just working on the barn here, and I guess I'm just going to kind of copy it how the other barn looks a little bit. So I'm just going to start on that. Let's see. I guess I'll start theming it with one of these things, because I've got these all around to make it look cohesive. So I'm new at this. I'm not very fast at building, I don't think. This, I don't know if this will be boring for you, but maybe if I save it on a channel, you could skip through it to kind of see how it ends up. but I think you get the idea. I'm surprised how popular this game seems to be. Maybe it's just me because I'm looking into it now, but there's a surprising amount of YouTube gamer people playing this game, and I think they play other games. I don't really consider myself a gamer, but I did play a lot of Guild Wars back in the day. I played a bit of Diablo with my husband. That was okay, but those games make me, Diablo in particular, makes me a little motion sick. I have trouble with games and motion sickness. Even this game, if I am playing it long enough and I'm just doing all this like camera work, I'll start to feel nauseous a little bit and I'll have to like kind of step away. So I try and go smooth about things. It's kind of a pet peeve because now I enjoy watching other YouTubers do their Planet Zoo reviews and showing off their Planet Zoo stuff, but they often put it on a high speed and they're just zipping around and it makes me nauseous to watch, so I have to like turn it off and come back to it. I'm not sure how to get over that. I think it's just a me thing. But yeah, it's cool how many people are interested in it, and I assume it's because they love animals. So I just kind of going around and giving this place like a bit of a border. Here a little bit. Maybe I'll do small windows on this. Did I make it go across? Yeah, why not? I think that would be nice. I guess I don't need one on that side. Guess I don't need it there either. There we go. I feel like I need to make a supportive beam going across here before I move on. hold up the roof. Let's see if it connects on the other side. For some reason, alignment in this game is wonky. Unless it's just me, which is most likely the case. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well. Duplicate these two. If I put support beams going down, will the horses just walk straight through them and it will look weird? I don't know. Maybe I should have put a line across here too. Yeah, I think I realized my mistake here. Delete that. And delete. That and that and that. There we go. I've been using the conservation pieces because I like the color and the texture, but you can also change the color of this wood, like the Arctic wolf habitat. I changed the wood for their hard shelter to like this bluish color. And I think it looks cool. I might keep this all wood grain though, for that kind of western feeling. And I have been using this wooden roof, vertical wooden plank roof. It says wooden, but to me it looks more like metal or something. Good thing it's not like Minecraft where it's like if you have a wooden shelter and a thunderstorm rolls through and lightning hits your roof, then your whole barn burns down because it wasn't made out of metal. Oh, I'm glad that's not an aspect of the game I need to worry about. Well, that's not really going over the edge very much, but we can make it later. So let's add this roof. Oh, and that's going to go over the edge slightly here. But we can move that in later. Or, let's see, maybe I'll just shift it over equally like this, so there's some overhang. Or is that too much overhang? I don't know. I guess it looks okay. It's sort of like the horse barn on the other side. Yeah, I like that. Flat roof. Okay. I'm learning if I click on it, it starts to line me up for, although this is not lining me up right now. Is that lined up? I don't know. This isn't connecting the way that I want. I think I need to start over. Maybe if I click on it, go into enter group mode. Did I not do that the first time? Maybe not. Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed to do. Now it's fitting in proper. Not that one. Didn't fit in proper. There we go. I wish it would just go each time. I don't know why it's not. It looks okay, I think. Weird. Why does it go down one level sometimes? See, now this one has a gap. What's that all about? What did I do wrong? I don't know. And this has a gap too. Oh, it's not down all the way. This can be a pain sometimes. It's definitely a learning curve a little bit. And I'm still having the learning curve. See, it's not lining up. What's up with that? Grid size. Do I need to change this thing? I just want it to snap into place. Well, I recently saw another YouTuber talking about putting grid size down to 0, but I don't know. I feel like that's making it complicated. You know what? Why am I making it so hard for myself when I can just duplicate these 3 and split from group? Now, is it like not aligned or is it over too far? There we go. There, is that better? No, there's still a line. I guess that's only gonna bother me. I guess I think about, what if I ever were to share it and upload it so other people could download it? Wait, why is that not working? Anyways, and then they would be zooming around and they would say, look, this isn't a line. This is a crappy builder. Okay. Oh, but now I can't copy it. Why can't I copy it? Why can't you click all of them and copy it? Select. I don't understand this game so much of the time. How the building mechanics work. I thought if I split this from a group, it would just let me merge them all. This is giving me a mild headache. Well, maybe if I just try this again. Okay. Did that work? No, it did not. Oh my gosh. Is that working? Why is that working? I don't know. But I guess I'll take it. Alright, I think it's somewhat cooperating. Then I guess I'm just gonna have to figure out that one piece back there. At least it's... Is it? It was like a... Yeah, okay. Alright, here we go. I have a feeling that I might not be the only person that ends up in these, like, building situations. when I watch other builders on here, it seems like it goes so fast for them, but they also have it on speed up mode usually. Oh, I have two here. What the heck? Oh, no, I don't. Alright, well, I don't know. I'm just getting confused. Alright, last one. Come on. Come on. Turn around. My Z button does not want to work. There it goes. Ugh, finally. That took it out of me. That was too much. That did not go as easy as the other ones. Alright, let's see. Right. There we go. That's pretty good. Oops. I wonder if these are too tall. I feel like they might be. For the horses. I think they're like taller than the people. I guess we'll see. Oops, or I think I just hit the microphone with my hand. Rookie mistake. Yeah, that looks alright. Just need to keep adding things to it. I found you just keep going and going, and eventually you've added enough that it starts to kind of come together and not look like crap. I spend a lot of time just staring at the buildings and just figuring it out. Sometimes I'll even step away and come back to it sometime later in the day and I'll suddenly have ideas. I guess that's how art goes. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm wondering if I should throw some horses in here or just keep building and wait a little longer. I don't know. Still have to technically make the barrier. Skunk is about to mature. How are they maturing when everything's on pause? I'd like to know. I have my animals set to age 5 times slower in the game. That's the max you can put it at, because I feel like I want to like give them names and like appreciate them while they're around and have them last longer too. Because I don't know, I know it's just a game, but I just feel kind of bad when it's like you're just throwing new animals in and it's like they're just nothing because you can just get more. But it's like if I was to have my own zoo or something, I think I would want to be like a Bindi Irwin and then like love every animal. So I like that you can name them and slow down their aging process. And when I first started the skunks, although when I was doing the challenge I was putting the speed up so I could get the foxes to try and earn the prizes, but I had 2 skunks I started out with that I named. It was Ghosty and Little Stink, like Lil, Little Stink. And they made me quite a lot of good babies, but I had a little sign like in the skunk house next to the den camera screen where you could see inside. And I thought that was fun having their names there. And I named a couple of my horses. I was going with Nordic names. So this is sticking out slightly, I just noticed. Yeah, it's a little better. Not that any guests from down here would probably notice. I have a friend asking for a link, and I'm not sure how to get it. Oh, here we go. Maybe I can bring it up on my phone. It's complicated. I have my iPad going so I can see what's going on there in case anyone leaves a comment, in case one person happens to decide to talk to me. But now I'm not sure how do I get the link. I'm not sure. Well, I'm no help. There should be a button that lets me get that information, I'd imagine. Oh, here we go. Share. I think I never used the internet before. Okay. Alright, back to building. Let's recolor these windows. Make them, yeah, that color looks pretty good. And then I think I will extend this along the edge up here. There, that looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty even. Do another one. Go around and around and around. That's looking okay so far, I think. Oh crap, there's a tiny little thing there. But if I go all the way, it pushes through the roof. These are my little problems that I think if I had any kind of OCD would not be able to play this game, but I just decide that it's just a rustic barn and it looks perfect. It's the Wild West in here. Sadly, there are no owls yet in Planet Zoo, which I'm mad about. They don't have birds like that. If I did, I would just have a zoo full of hooters and that's it. That's all I would want. Responding to my friend SK Dark. He's trolling me. But honestly, I wish they had birds. Like, that's one thing I really wish they had. But beyond just like the penguins and the storks and the flamingos, I have no idea how complicated that would be to add into a game, but I know I would love it. But I would just love to have like condors or, you know, bald eagles or something cool like that. It would be awesome. Yeah, I know they don't. I don't know why they don't have that, because I believe that this game is made by Frontier, and they also make the dinosaur game. And in the dinosaur game, they have pterodactyls flying around. So if they have the mechanics for a pterodactyl, then why can't they add birds? And they added also flying foxes like fruit bats recently. I think recently, I don't know, I'm just starting with the game, but they have that in Planet Zoo, so I don't know why they can't have birds of prey and stuff like that already. I wish they could. Anyways, I have to wrap this up now because I have to go get my son from school. So, you caught the tail end, SK Dark. Maybe I'll keep this up for other people to see eventually, but now I have to figure out how to turn it off with Streamlabs. Let's see. Oh, probably this button that says end stream. Okay, I'm ending.